This is the Resiliency Inquiry Project. As a quick overview of what I'll cover today, I'm first going to talk a little bit more about resilience and your project question for your focus question. And then I'll talk about how you'll come up with your own question. And then I'll share some of the resources available to you. And going on from there, we'll talk about research and how you'll conduct that. And after that, I'll explain a little bit more about the project and different ways of presenting your information. And then I'll have a couple notes at the end. So the first thing you're going to do is think about what you've learned about resilience through the Resilience Cafe. And then thinking about the question for this project, the essential question, which is how might we improve resilience in our community of learners, which means in our school, in our classrooms. That is the focus for this project. From there, though, you need to come up with your own specific question that you want to explore more. To do that, you need to think about what you wonder about. And there's a link there that you'll have access to via Google Classroom that will help you explore what you wonder about. Also, what do you want to know more about when it comes to resiliency? And then finally, there's a link there as well for you to think about how you might see resilience in yourself or in others and what you want to know about this resilience. These are some resources that will help you explore your question. These are all active links that, again, you'll have access to in Google Classroom. So there's a resilience guide, a couple different videos that talk about resilience and grit, resilience in kids video. So these are all links you can explore when doing your research, but please do some more exploring on your own. These are also some resources for photos. We want to make sure to be using and including photos in presentations that you're free to use and it's legal to use. So these are a couple links for you to explore for photos to use in your presentation. So for research, I want you to find answers to your questions using those resources I just explained. And use your resources that I already explained, as well as finding new ones, like I mentioned. Like you could maybe find books at the library. You could maybe interview a veteran or a cancer survivor or another student at this school. You can also think about your Resilience Cafe resources. Your project plan. So this is just a little snippet of the document that you'll work in to come up with your project. So using your research, and you'll pick a presentation device, which I'll go over in a minute, and then you'll make your plan. And finally, you'll put it all together using this document. So presentation device options. One is canva.com. Canva is a place where you can create a beautiful and nice looking kind of poster. So this is a place to create a poster where you have access to a lot of free images and colors and fonts. And this is a video tutorial that will walk you through how to use it. Again, when you have this in Google Classroom, you can click on that video and watch that. Another option is Screencast-O-Matic, which is actually what I'm using now to make this presentation. So you can make a Google Slides presentation and then do a voiceover like this to talk about your topic and your question. That is also a video tutorial that you can click on to learn more about it. Another option is Powtoon.com. Powtoon is a little similar to Screencast-O-Matic, except you're kind of creating a cartoon. So it's more animated and active, and that's a really neat tool as well. And that is a video tutorial that will explain how to use Powtoon. And lastly, Piktochart.com. Piktochart is kind of similar to Canva, except you can incorporate some more charts. So especially if you wanted to share some information or statistics about resilience and show some data, you could use Piktochart to help you create a visually appealing chart. And then lastly, a couple final notes. Besides the devices I just shared, if you have another idea for a presentation device you'd like to use, you can talk about it with me or your other teachers and get some approval, and that would be fine. Also, make sure when you're doing your project to refer to questions research and the rubric while making your project plan. And those are active links there to the rubric and the project plan. Take your time and really think about your presentation and display. Make it look professional. Maybe this could be used in the school or in the community. And finally, always ask a question or questions if you don't understand something. All right, that's it. Good luck.